total madness in LA. Legendary defensive monster Aaron Donald is spotted at Rams workouts, while rookie phenom Ty Simpson puts on a Brock Purdy masterclass. Can the Rams conquer the NFC and storm their way to Super Bowl 61?
This was a legitimately fascinating preseason story as they were in Kansas City Saturday. 13th overall pick, the surprise in the draft. Ty Simpson made his preseason debut. Just a cool 21 of 25 passing for 190 yards and 2 scores. This was how Ty Simpson described his hot start to the preseason. Take a listen.
I definitely felt more comfortable than I ever had in a game, but I also didn't know what to expect. First NFL game, first live NFL, against NFL teams. But once that first drive kind of, got done with, I was like, all right, this is just like playing in the backyard in Martin. But guys did a great job. So happy for our team, and on to next week.
All right, Greg, I'll start with you this.
That he can learn and he can execute. Period. The credit, I'm not going to take the credit away from him, but I definitely give lion's share of the credit to Sean McVay. When a player steps to the podium and says, this is the most comfortable I've ever been in a game, that lets me know that coach put you in the position to be successful. They leaned into who he is and his skill set versus how we want him to fit into our system. And that's what you do with the rookie quarterback that you've invested in. You want to put him in advantageous situations so that he shows well. And he did. He did exactly that. Now, the Kansas City Chiefs, very bland defense. Sure. Second string. But he did the job that they wanted and was hopeful of him doing. And he executed at a high level. So, kudos to him.
I know people want to give him a Hall of Fame bust already after 1 week. Again, it's a preseason. We're going to overreact. But the way you look at the preseason to me is quite simple, right? It's, do the players check the box or is it a red flag, right? So you have the 13th pick overall playing against a backup Chiefs defense. He looked like the 13th pick overall. He looked pretty good. Check the box, right? Like, that's good. Good for week 1. Move it to week 2. On the flip side, right? Like a guy like Cam Ward, the Titans' one offense played the Niners' backups. Didn't go very well. Red flag. Like, that's the way I look at the preseason, right? So do we check the boxes? It look like it should. The expectation is you're the 13th pick in the draft. Maybe you're drafted too high, but I think we all agreed he was going end of first round. He went a little bit higher, of course, to a team we didn't think he was going to, but still, we thought Ty Simpson was very talented. He showed that first round talent against a bunch of guys that aren't making the Chiefs roster. You should do that. Give me the check mark. Good job, buddy. Move on to next week.
For after Matt Stafford, this is because whenever Matt Stafford retires, we're going to have been too good. We're not going to be in position to draft a quarterback. We want the transition to be smooth. You talked about Ty Simpson as like the future. 1 year as a starter. This is about the future. If Matt Stafford hurts his back or sprains his ankle, I'm not positive that the guy that I just saw, and I mean this as a compliment in this context, he kind of looked like Brock Purdy to me. Smart, got the ball out, accurate, able to move. Not the biggest arm, not being asked to do the most, but like playing with a really smart system that puts in a quarterback in a good, like you can win with that guy. And again, I'm not overrating the preseason and I'm not talking about who was on the field for the Chiefs defense, but just like, can that guy execute Sean McVay's offense this year for a game or two if he needed to? Man, Greg, it looked to me like he could.
Yeah, and look.
While Ty Simpson just proved the Rams' offense is in elite hands, Rich Eisen dropped a jaw-dropping bombshell on Aaron Donald's historic return to the defense.
That it would come to an end eventually. No. I didn't think it would have these many legs.
Lasting power, do you think?
He's still not back yet, I don't believe. Although, for a second time, he showed up on the NFL Wire as having tried out with the Rams, because that's the verbiage that must be used, because he's not on the roster, but he is working out in team-issued gear for the Rams, which means it's being listed as a tryout.
Actors audition, so I get it.
I guess.
I get it,
Mike.
There you go. Yeah.
Makes sense.
Oh, yeah. So he's tried out again for the Rams. All right. I don't know why he's not back yet. I have no idea what the process is. Honestly, the information men and women covering this stuff have run out of ways to talk about it. You know, he's going through a process. He needs to figure this thing out. He needs to figure that thing out. I guess doing this rather than working out with the team is something he prefers to do. I don't know. Whatever the hell's going on, at the end of the day, I think there's going to be a couple extra bags and 270 more pounds on the flight. Whatever is 250, 260, whatever he is. I don't know. It's going to be on the flight to Melbourne, Australia. And that first game for the Rams, we will see Donald and Garrett. It would be a surprise to me the other way he's coming back.
It's not like he was going to play in the preseason anyway.
Exactly.
So
I know. Not playing in the preseason. He's not going to do this just so he can pop out there against the Saints in SoFi Stadium coming up this weekend,
Right.
number 2, just to test it out. Just as some tight end who wants to, get a pelt on his wall to make the team with the Saints and take a shot at him. They're just not going to, you know what I mean?
right.
To double him and take a shot. Take a shot. Someone on a wham block and then knock him on his ass, and then all of a sudden he's not available. Like, that's just not happening. He just isn't back yet. He's going through a process. Everybody back off. Otherwise, he's going to come for you when he is, in fact, back.
The NFL landscape was thrown into absolute shock this week as two monumental storylines collided to put the Los Angeles Rams at the epicenter of the entire football universe. On the Rich Eisen Show, national host Rich Eisen set the sports world on fire with an explosive report regarding legendary defensive tackle Aaron Donald. While over on First Things First, former NFL stars and analysts marveled at the electrifying preseason debut of first-round rookie quarterback Ty Simpson. The drama ignited when news broke that Aaron Donald had officially shown up on the NFL wire for a second consecutive time as having participated in a workout with the Rams. Wearing official team-issued practice gear at the Rams training facility, Donald's presence sent shockwaves throughout the league. While the NFL technically classifies these sessions as tryouts due to his retired status, Rich Eisen passionately argued that a 3-time Defensive Player of the Year and undisputed future first-ballot Hall of Famer does not simply show up for routine cardio exercises. Eisen took his prediction a massive step further, boldly declaring that when the Rams board their charter flight to Melbourne, Australia for their historic international season opener, there will be an extra 270 pounds of pure defensive terror on that plane. Eisen expects Aaron Donald to line up directly alongside newly acquired superstar edge rusher Myles Garrett and Kobe Turner, creating what would undeniably be the most destructive defensive front in modern NFL history. Addressing why Donald has yet to make a formal public announcement, Eisen explained that a superstar of Donald's stature has absolutely no incentive to participate in meaningless preseason exhibition games. Rather than risking unnecessary injury against hungry fringe players trying to make a roster, Donald is methodically executing his own elite conditioning program. When the real games begin in September, Donald will be fully primed to unleash total havoc on opposing offensive coordinators across the league. However, while the defense prepares for a potential historic reunion, the offensive side of the ball delivered an equally jaw-dropping spectacle during Saturday's preseason clash against the Kansas City Chiefs. Enter Ty Simpson, the 13th overall pick in the NFL draft, who silenced every single pre-draft skeptic with a truly scintillating performance. Simpson commanded the field with veteran poise, completing an astonishing 21 of 25 passes for 190 yards and 2 pinpoint touchdowns. Operating Sean McVay's intricate offense with surgical precision, Simpson looked completely unfazed by NFL game speed, stepping into the post-game press conference to declare that playing in McVay's high-octane system felt as natural and comfortable as throwing the football in his own backyard. Analyzing the performance on First Things First, Super Bowl champion Greg Jennings praised head coach Sean McVay for designing a tailored game plan featuring heavy bootlegs, quick play-action concepts, and high-percentage throws that maximized Simpson's natural instincts. Rather than forcing a young rookie into rigid, uncomfortable concepts, McVay provided a platform for Simpson to demonstrate elite processing speed, accurate ball placement, and commanding pocket presence. Co-host Danny Parkins echoed those sentiments, noting that Simpson emphatically checked every single box expected of a top-tier first-round talent. By shredding Kansas City's secondary and demonstrating complete mastery of the playbook, Simpson emphatically seized the primary backup quarterback role ahead of Stetson Bennett and Jimmy Garoppolo. More importantly, analysts highlighted striking similarities between Ty Simpson and San Francisco 49ers standout Brock Purdy. With veteran starter Matthew Stafford entering his late 30s with a history of back ailments, having a poised, accurate distributor capable of orchestrating McVay's high-powered offense ensures that the Rams' championship aspirations will remain completely intact throughout a grueling 17-game campaign. Every piece of the championship puzzle is rapidly falling into place for Los Angeles, with Rich Eisen sounding the alarm on Aaron Donald's imminent defensive return and Ty Simpson proving to be a franchise savior in waiting. The Los Angeles Rams have sent an unmistakable warning shot across the entire league. If Donald joins forces with Myles Garrett and McVay's offense fires on all cylinders, America might be witnessing the unstoppable rise of the next NFL dynasty.
Yo, mic check 1 to 2, -1, -2. Game over for this video, folks. Smash that like button, drop a comment, and subscribe to stay in the huddle for more. This is NFL Madness, bringing the heat and signing out.